Alright, let's dive into something that's been buzzing in the football world lately, and trust me, it's a bit of a head-scratcher. So, Chelsea FC, the Blues, are in a pretty unique situation this summer, and it's all about squad registration. Here's the deal. They've got a massive squad, like 41 players on their books, which is wild. But here's the kicker. They might actually be able to avoid naming some of their new signings in their Premier League squad. Sounds crazy, right? Let me break it down for you. First off, the Premier League has this rule where you can only have 25 players in your squad, with a max of 17 overseas players. The rest need to be homegrown, which means they've spent at least 3 years in the English or Welsh football system before turning 21. Now, Chelsea already have a bunch of homegrown players like Reece James, Cole Palmer, and Robert Sanchez, so that's not the issue. The real trick here is how they're handling their new signings. What makes this really interesting is that some of Chelsea's summer signings, like Morgan Rogers and Danny Welbeck, are homegrown, so they fit right into the squad. But then you've got players like Marco Palestra and Geovany Quenda, who aren't homegrown. Here's where it gets clever. The Premier League has this loophole for under 21 players. If a player is under 21 on January 1st of the season, they don't need to be named in the 25-man squad. And guess what? Both Palestra and Quenda qualify because of their birth dates. Personally, I think this is a brilliant move by Chelsea's management. It's not just about avoiding the squad limit, it's about strategic planning. By not naming these young players in the squad, Chelsea can give them more time to develop without the pressure of being part of the first team. It's a win-win. They stay under the radar, gain experience, and can still play in the Premier League when needed. What many people don't realize is that this loophole isn't just a technicality. It's a strategic tool that clubs can use to manage their squads more effectively. If you take a step back and think about it, this raises a deeper question about squad management in modern football. With the financial fair play rules and the need to balance youth development with first-team success, clubs are getting more creative. Chelsea's approach here is a perfect example of how understanding the rules can give you an edge. It's not just about signing players, it's about knowing how to use them within the system. A detail I find fascinating is how this loophole could influence future transfer strategies. If clubs start prioritizing young talents who can bypass squad limits, we might see a shift in the transfer market. It's not just about signing the best players anymore. It's about signing the right players who fit into these strategic loopholes. What this really suggests is that the future of football management is as much about legal and regulatory savvy as it is about tactical brilliance. So what's the takeaway here? Chelsea's situation is more than just a clever workaround. It's a glimpse into the future of football management. It's about thinking ahead, understanding the rules, and using them to your advantage. And honestly, it's a reminder that in football, as in life, the devil is in the details. So next time you hear about a transfer or a squad announcement, remember, there's probably a lot more going on behind the scenes than meets the eye. What do you guys think? Is this a game changer, or just another day in the life of a Premier League club? Let me know in the comments below.